Good morning. I'm so glad to see everybody here. We're especially excited to have a lot of our friends and family with us that are veterans, and we are excited to honor you today. And I personally cannot thank you enough for the sacrifices that you've made to give us our freedom. So thank you for that. And I'm really excited. I've seen our second graders practicing and getting ready, and what you're about to see, you're going to be thrilled and enjoy. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Arluck so we can see our second graders.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day.
Now, as we begin the program, please welcome Carolina Forest High School.
Color guard, hold, left, face, present, colors.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, please remain standing for our national anthem.
Give me an A for Army, an A for Air Force 2, an A for all the armed services behind the red, white, and blue. They stand at attention, tall and proud, all impeccably dressed. An A for the American Armed Forces, an A for the world's very best.
No offense, but the letter B means that you're a brat. Your mother and your sister too, and there's nothing wrong with that. Military kids are known as brats, but far from wild or bad, they serve their country in their own way, just like their mom or dad.
Any Marine will tell you the letter C should stand for corpse. It takes courage and character. It takes commitment and more. From Camp Lejeune to Pendleton, the Marine Corps stands by. ready to go wherever they're called. True to Semper Fi.
Don't you dare dally, and don't be late. Stand at attention. Ramrod straight. D is drill. Sergeant, making things rough. You'll thank him someday for being so tough. The Navy SEALs, the Green Berets, the Army Ranger, of course. Special Tactics, MEUs, and Daring Delta Force. E is for Elite Force. They are trained with extra care. They know too well when duty calls, danger may be there.
Behind each sailor, behind each soldier, somebody somewhere cares. Behind each airman, coastie, and marine, someone is saying their prayers. Wherever Americans fight for freedom, they very quickly learn F's for family first and foremost, who wait for their return.
G is just a game. It's just a game, you say. Those in the Army and Navy don't quite see it that way. The Army-Navy football game is a November celebration and of the honor and spirit those who choose to serve the mighty nation.
Not everyone hears it, it's just a few, but there's no denying it once you do. When your country calls, you do your part, so H is for honor in the American heart.
Visiting HQ to see the CO, you're surrounded by several officials. You're also surrounded by so many letters, and that's why I is for initials. R and RTDY, and night at the BOQ, and when you're hungry, it's good to know, and MRE will do.
Letter J is just the thing to get from here to there. Here's one racing down the road, and there's another up in the air. Jeeps and jets take different routes, but both of them help prove the military can't keep still. It's always on the move.
Pucker up for letter K for a kiss and fabulous fair, capturing a famous photo on a corner in Times Square. A happy sailor and a happy gal have learned the war was done. Their sweeping kiss captured the joy when World War II was won.
Miles for hub, too hot or too cold, lonely for months on end. L arrives in a big green sack. It's letters that you send. L, the leaves are turning, the farm is fine, the puppy keeps chasing his tail. There's nothing better than getting a letter from home in a bag of mail. The letter M means military police, better known as MPs. When you live on post or a military base, you'll need a few of these. They guard the base and keep the place as secure as it can be. When you arrive at the entrance gate, MPs are the first you see. Up in the air in a fighter jet or down deep in a submarine, above the ocean, beneath the sea, and everywhere in between. We're riding the tide, deep blue and green, constantly churning and waving. On ships very small and impossibly large, our N stands for Navy.
Military families tend to move across the nation, state, and borders. The letter O means pack your bags, for you just got your orders. 2 years here, 3 years there, your family on the go. Your orders mean a brand new part of the world for you to know.
Our letter P will make you proud and cause a little commotion. Here's a hug and a handshake too, for P is for promotion. To move along one's rank to the next, take drive and dedication. So each and every promotion is cause for celebration.
If somebody
Nobody asks about your quarters. I know it may sound funny, but they like to know about your home, not about your money. Q is for quarters, which means your house, perhaps on government land. Uncle Sam provides you with the quarters, but they won't fit in your hand.
Rise and shine for the letter R. Early every day, R is the sound for reveille, heard from miles away. We raise the flag as the bugle plays. With the rising of the sun, he'll play retreat to lower the flag later when the day is done.
Sometimes the jump is far away, sometimes it's for so long, sometimes a war is being fought and we're asked to be so strong. S stands for sacrifice in the special American way for doing what's right for freedom's light to shine in the USA.
Whether on a Coast Guard ship or an Air Force jet or in an Army tank or a Navy sub, you can certainly bet that you'll see people work together, busy as they can be. I think you'll find that teamwork suits us to a T.
From army green to desert brown, from white to navy blue, our U stands for uniform, graceful, proud, and true. From our Marines' dress blues to soldiers' fatigues, on this we can agree, the uniform of the USA is a symbol of being free.
Veterans remind us of all those who marched these paths before. Veterans are bound by the gifts of serving those times of peer and war. Old and young faces salute the flag that waved in the sky above. All were willing to give their lives for a country that they love.
For many years, if you was a soldier, you were looking at a he. But times have changed, and now these soldiers might be a she. So W is for women. Defending our nation and lives. They are always America's mothers, sisters, daughters, and wives.
The letter X stands for exchange, which is where you'll need to stop. When you live on a base or on a post, you'll need a place to shop. An exchange is kind of an department store with goods from near and far. It's a PX to some, a BX to others, depending on where you are.
Y is for the reason they do the things they do. They put their lives on the line, and they do it all for you to live a life that's free in a nation proud and strong. Be glad there are those who go to work, taking your dreams along.
Z can stand for Zulu, but as odd as it may sound, Zulu stands for Z. It's the other way around. Zulu for Z, Alpha for A, and Oscar for the letter O. The military uses some special words to talk on the radio. Thank you, veterans, for your service.
Rolling
you for your service.
Thank you for having us to choose our own school, and thank you for fighting for us.
Hi, my name is Sarai, and I would like to thank all the veterans who are fighting for our country. Thank you. Yay!
I like to thank people for saving our freedom, because if they probably wouldn't save our freedom, we probably wouldn't be alive right now.
Thank you for serving our country.
Hi, my name is Sierra, and thank you for the veterans for fighting and helping us stay alive in the wars.
Thank you!
Thank you, veterans, for your service.
So our program comes to an end. Thank you so much for coming, and enjoy the ride home, Ms. Huggins.
Before we close, I know that we have a few students in the audience, and we have some teachers who have either parents or spouses who are currently serving. So if you are a student and your mom or dad is somewhere serving away in the military, or if you're a teacher and you have a husband or a wife serving, if you'll stand at this time as well, or a parent in the audience who has a spouse serving. And I'm so proud of our second grade. They did an outstanding job. Thank you, Mr. Arluck. Thank you, parents, for coming out today. If you'll remain